I
We wiped
realized.
on brood.
Hmm?
We
Yeah,
wiped
yeah.
on brood.
That happens often. Uh,
Yeah.
that sadly happens often.
Our leader was pinging the eggs that he wanted cleared, and then he gripped the guy away from the egg that we missed.
Yeah. And it's like I'm
Otherwise, it would have killed it, probably.
Yeah. I had yesterday, I went to an egg. A person came to my egg. I blinked away. Another person came to my egg. I was out of blinks. Leader, mage, why didn't you fill the egg that we needed to clear? It's like, dude, what do you want from me?
Yeah. Now we were looking really good, and then the leader gripped the guy away from the egg he was running to. So they were 2 on 1 egg last second. I was like, well, that was pointless.
Yeah.
Little bit on luck. But I'm topping meters, dude.
You're a warrior, of course you're topping meters.
I don't know what you're on about. I'm only 3rd on the parasites. But I'm top on the worms, and I'm number 6 on spiders, and 3rd on boss. Big thought.
The Koost taught you better. You need to be first on parasites.
Yeah, but I'm not like we're what 4 warriors in here. It's not easy though.
Yeah, that's. You know, when I sometimes inspect people from my old guild, like the guild before I joined Yeti the first time,
Mm-hmm.
I fucking get sad. Like, there's
Why?
actually a guy who has like 4 or 5 hero track items at 623. Like,
Yeah.
that is legit. Like, okay, upgrade it from if you like don't get enough mythic track items to upgrade it to 626, okay, but upgrading all to 623 is just carpet bombing your gear to waste the most amount of crests possible. It just fucking annoys me. You know what I mean? Why? Because like 623 is what you get from Vault, right? So if you upgrade 2 items to 626, you at least have a higher chance of getting another slot and you still save on quests. But no, every item is to 623, so that under no circumstance you can even get a quest saving thing. Ah, fuck me. You should be the log review officer in that kid. You would get a fucking headache. You would get a fucking headache. I mean, I guess you get it here as well. I guess you get it everywhere. Mini bar. Bangers 5. Is that the fucking method guy or what? Yeah. Tech W. We have a guy from method in our group. Of the grove. You guys decided if we 2 tank 4 heal or 3 tank 3 heal for Sunday yet?
Depends on Darren's gear. Like, there's no way we 2-tank if we don't have 2 plots.
Yeah, true, I guess. But can he even get? I mean, he needs to get like the fucking 625 or some shit, or 622.
What?
I mean, he needs to get to like 622 on his DK or something. Well, like you can't just go in there with 615.
I don't know what I like. Or assume 615 is enough to get through the fight. If he knows how to play the class.
I don't know. I feel like won't tanks fucking get murdered in there? Like I understand. Like tank item level is usually whatever, but when you are doing it at an item level lower than the race toward first tank's head, I think then it's not the case anymore. Then it's actually a problem because Brute was a fight which
Yeah, but if we
murders tanks.
forward, then that counters that a bit.
Does it really count at a bit on a blood decay? Because I feel like on a blood decay, like healing in a blood decay, if it's undergeared, is like a fucking healing sponge. Huh? I mean, I don't know. Maybe okay, that's just my uneducated thought. You probably know better. I was just babbling about. Sorry.
I mean, I don't know. Again, a lot of this stuff, since we have 2 other people working on it, I'm not that invested in looking up into everything. Because otherwise we're going to be 3 people looking into everything. That's a waste of time. I have other things to do.
Yeah. No. I was just curious. I was just curious.
Yeah, they haven't come to a conclusion. We talked about potentially 3 tanky and 4 healing until Darren's geared, but that
5,
doesn't really make
4,
sense. It's more
3,
that we need to figure out the
2,
healing patterns that we
1.
have to sort more than anything.
Yeah. I feel like 3 tanking, 4 healing is make the fight really, really long, and I don't know if that is even
Yeah.
easier then, because like the last phase is not the easiest.
Bam! But yeah, I think the goal is to 2 tank 4 heal or 2 tank 3 heal.
Okay.
But it might just stay 3 tank 3 heal. I mean, it's killable with all of them. The main thing right now is more than anything is the healing profile in terms of the healing absorbs need to get fixed. And then DPSs need to figure out the damage patterns so they can actually prior the right targets. Because right now we have issues with the spiders dying kind of slow. But a big part of that is also that we don't have any Frost Knight currently, haven't progressed with any Frost Death Knight in the fight, and they destroy everything around them constantly, compared to Warrior just bursting the small ones.
Yeah. I have a feeling that if Morose just specs Frost, he will do a lot of fucking damage to the right mobs.
Yeah. I mean, both our Death Knights as our Woodsy had overlapping vacation or work stuff going on.
No, I was not.
Definitely handicapped us.
I know, like just Morose just stood out to me as a fucking sick Death Knight.
I mean, both Morose and Neva are popping off.
Okay, I didn't know. Maybe I know I played mostly with Morose, right? So I know about him.
Yeah. No, but in the raid, like Morose is definitely the top performer of the 3 of them.
Yeah.
But Neva is not far behind.
I feel like Woodsy is high on boss damage often. But I don't know if
Well,
different builds or something. I don't know.
He's not far ahead of the others in boss damage, and he's far behind on net damage usually. That's not ideal.
Yeah, that I don't understand.
There's also some of the feedback that he got.
Yeah. Why can't Pack Tanks figure out where to place this fucking... Where to place the ads? I'm not running back there now. Don't have any blinks.
You should have let my pet. Destroy the supports! Send them screaming into the pit!
Bam!
Sad that we don't have a enhancement shaman. Who would have thought it turns out like that? That enhancement is just fucking broken. Like, actually more broken
mean-
on Kavessa than.
It's kind of known that enhancement is strong during the beta.
Yeah,
People
no,
just expected the shamans to get hit pretty hard, but they didn't.
no. I mean, I was just because whenever I'm playing with against a good enhancement shaman, he fucking just does more damage, or at least equal, even though he might have was gear.
Yeah, like a clear factor in this raid is that the fact that Blizzard mainly tune around single target stands out on these like boot twister kind of fights.
Yeah, it's completely unbalanced.
How big of a gap there is between classes. Like there's some classes that are just dead on this fight compared to others. It's insane how big the gap is.
And the only reason why we want an arcane match is because we do decent post damage.
Yeah, but even then, like
Yeah.
it might be worth, like I need to look into the whole Frostfire. Of course, they're still picking out the rotation stuff, but that could be a shout for us over Arcane.
And it doesn't matter. You will just kill it on Sunday, and then it's over.
I think it's more of a setup fight than anything else for us right now.
Yeah.
Like a Shadow Priest peak or like 90% health is 1.7 mil DPS,
Yeah.
and the fucking Unholy or Frost is like 2.9. What the fuck is that gap? There's a mil different in DPS.
Yeah.
Bam!
But which is also what I find a bit odd there is that why is Fury even getting nerfed, right? Because Frost has like the same thing as Fury almost. It's a bit slower, yeah. But it just has it fucking sustained, right? Like you
Yeah.
Yeah, it just fucking it just doesn't stop. Oh, let's go. Was gibt's? Jetzt ist ja nur gewohnt, Daniela. Entschuldigung.
Fucking insta-dead to melees, man. I even delayed my cooldown, just still died before I could even place them. But I mean, Fury Roar is up there because Parasites. There's so many, and they have that upfront burst, and they need to die quick anyways. So Fury Roar is also really good for that. And then Frost can just cleave off this, like on spiders and shit like that, perma. Hey, we missed an egg again. I might just leave this group.
Got some macro ideas for you.
Hmm? No.
What do you mean no?
I mean, no. I just leave, because fuck that.
No, I mean the macros I sent you.
Yeah, isn't it a copy pasta for raids kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I left the raid.
Yeah, but for your cooldowns to always use them.
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1.
Bam!
Fuck, I didn't know if I got there.
You locked the raid yesterday. Did you lock the whole raid?
Probably.
Can you post it without linking it to guild? I guess the public lock without linking it to the guild.
5,
I linked the
4,
one I posted
3,
to the guild. Is the
2,
problem?
1.
2.
Well, that one has one boss in it.
Oh yes, because Frankie asked me to upload Rashanen because we have the rest.
Yeah, so one, like a full
Ah.
one.
Okay, I don't know if I have that. Sorry, I need to check.
It's just that makes it a lot easier when I look through logs than having to jump between logs.
Sure.
Bam!
I'll check after this boss if I have it.
Yeah,
5, 4,
yeah.
3,
I'm like it's not.
2,
I'm not in a rush for it.
1.
Just makes it easier. It's also great that we had a screaming contest yesterday during the raid.
Hmm. Fuck, I was.
5, 4,
I don't know. I did
three,
like fucking negative
2,
damage on Russian, and I
1.
was so pissed.
1.
One thing I noticed, you stay and move late. But one thing you can do, you can take the gateway early and still be in range of the boss and just stand there
Yeah.
and move late from there.
Yeah.
That gives you a decent amount of uptime.
Yeah, that is something I thought of after the raid, and I didn't know why I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I fucking 20 push into the fight. I thought maybe it's a good idea to start at the right side, not on the left side, when we always take the right portal.
Oh, which portal you take is random, right?
5,
Mm.
4,
Depends on where the boss wants to go.
3, 2, 1. 5,
But I think
4, 3,
if I
2,
remember right, I would
1.
maybe lose like
2.
3 globals in total if I pre-moved properly. There was a few times where I didn't do that right, and then I would lose way more. So I think the movement part is like pretty key. Also because our touch windows are overlapping with movement, so it's like really important that we do it right.
Yeah. I lost a lot of uptime there. Easily 4 or 5 casts, or like 3 casts each time or something like that. It could have
Yeah,
been,
exactly.
Yeah, that's totally right. Because I feel like I'm happy with the rotational gameplay, I think. Like when I look for it, like, yeah, there are some wrongly clipped missiles and shit like that. Okay. But generally I feel like the priority is right. It's more like the fucking interrupt a stopped cast because I blink and then I don't turn my camera fast enough or shit like that.
Yeah.
Things like that are happening.
One thing I also want to improve on for next time I'm on the fight is if I get targeted by Strand all the time, like move out a bit, then all the time, and then move even further. Or just blink far, and then I can all the time back without fucking the raid over.
Yeah. The issue is that some of the phases are like less than a minute. And so if you like get the second set of strands, you don't have auto time for movement and shit like that. And if you're stuck,
I don't use all the time. Like you use it for the movement speed, I don't.
I use it for blink to get over there quicker. Because I feel like 2 blinks are often not enough to get there.
Oh,
Like-
I just use my 2 blinks.
But how do you get in the soak then? Because if I would just use 2 blinks, yeah, you start earlier, right? Yeah, that's probably that would fix it.
Yeah, I start earlier. I use 1 blink. I run, get in range of the boss, stay there and cast a bit. Hope for a missile. Like at some point, I get a missile, like a clear cast. Then I can move in with that, and then I have the other blink to get into the zone. But there's also some of the areas where you don't get stranded at all. Then using all the time for the movement is probably the right play.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't because when you get strands, you can get fucked. Like
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's one of them where you go to an area and he doesn't cast strand at all. For that whole section. There's one of them where he doesn't spawn ads, and there's one of them where he doesn't do strand, I'm pretty sure.
he spawns strands on first, he spawns strands on second. Then he flies short. But there he
Yeah, I think it's
also,
after the one that is short.
but no, but there he also spawns 2 strands, or because that's the because the first one is clear strands, right? Then the second one is you put it to the wall. The strands.
Yeah.
then he flies short, and then is the fucky overlap where you sometimes have 2 strands. But you always have 2
Yeah.
strands.
And then after that, you barely have any strands, and then boss dies.
Ah, you mean that? Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, but is that actually because there are no more strands, or just because I think we killed the boss yesterday as the strands were spawning, right?
Yeah, but you only have that one strand
Yeah,
wave.
yeah. Mega wrong side. Yeah,
Also, oh my god, on Queen, fucking. I don't think you noticed, but Kara's death was kind of funny.
Kara set or?
Do you know if you get knocked when you place the portals on top, like at the last phase?
Fuck, I had this once only. I don't know.
Okay, because I saw him place it at the at the center, and then he got knocked and just fell down into the hole.
Check W.
Little bit of luck.
Yeah. Fuck, I blinked into the ring again, but I'm a mage, so I pressed 2 coolers and that just live.
Yeah, I see like Venom Nova, 13 mil, but not dead.
Yeah. Ice cold scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you blinked to my spot. What was that, man?
Yeah, I was waiting for the other, because the other person just sometimes because I'm usually first, but Lina didn't trust me, I guess, because I always do it a bit late sometimes, and he didn't trust me, so he popped it. So I was with you, but when I do it on the first, I always wait for the other guy to move first. So I was waiting for you to move, and you didn't fucking move, and then we blinked at the same time.
No, because there's a reason I don't move. I delayed my blink because of the Nova.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't. You got hit.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I was just thrown off because I did second, and everything was different, and yeah. But yeah.
I just I blinked out to the spot. I was like, wait, there's a circle here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But also one thing I did this time, I feel sometimes I feel scared when I'm out there, so I all the time as I landed, and then I insta got back to the boss with full health after detonating. That was so much safer than staying out there. Out there
Yeah.
is scary.
Yeah, no. Usually I do that. As I said yesterday, I was just thrown off by the, I don't know, entire thing. It just
Yeah.
there is something on Mage that if something changes, it is much harder to adapt. I feel you have like so much things to do that I don't know. Sometimes it's or like you have so many tools, right? So that if it's not as
Yeah.
planned, it just is weird sometimes. But yeah, all the time fucking biz.
If used correctly. Otherwise, fucking dead.
Fucking dead, yeah.
But dude, people are getting cleaved so much by placing the donuts. It's actually kind of insane.
We what?
When you get the donut and have to place it, you pulse around you, right? The circle.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people just staying in that circle, assuming that the other guy's just gonna move when we have webs coming around and stuff. They don't move away from them, just take the ticks.
You mean on the Sakura intermission or what?
No, phase 1, when you place donuts.
Ah.
The guy placing the donut has a debuff before he places it,
Yeah.
and that pulses around him. People just stay in that circle when they don't have the debuff.
Ah, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, I see.
You're supposed to adapt to the guy because he's the one who has to get into position, and people just stay there. There's even been pulls where people get knocked back by it because they don't move out of the circle before it detonates.
Yeah,
That's
but
just stupid.
I think I have been guilty of that as well a bit because, I mean, now it's different, but in the beginning there was a lot of people not knowing where to go and shit like that. And I would just wait until they got to their position and then I would move out because there were times where like I moved and then they moved again and then I moved and then they moved again. I was like, okay, you stop and then I go out.
Yeah, but as a mage, because we have blinks,
But-
there's not that much to blink in phase 1. We can stand pretty damn far out and just
Yeah,
move in late.
yeah.
You have no reason to be near the boss at that point.
Oh no, I'm not blinking into the circle. Are you fucking nuts?
No, I'm saying if you get the debuff on yourself,
Ah, yeah, okay.
you have plenty of room because there's no one around you because you're far out and you can just blink in. if you don't have the debuff, you're far away from the guy with the debuff every time. You shouldn't be near anyone.
Yeah, but then
I mean, looking at the
then I have to blink in, and I don't want to blink in.
yeah. No, you just blink near the boss before.
Yeah.
Like you see that they're about to get into position, then you can either clear cast, move in with your free globals, or you just blink near the boss,
Hmm.
and then you can move in. Like you just shorten the distance.
Yeah. Okay.
But also, like you weren't. I mean, you got hit 3 times by it, but you had barriers running, so it didn't barely affected you.
Yeah.
But we have people that get a hint, like Sky got hit 12 times
Okay.
in phase 1.
Okay. I mean,
He's just standing in it.
if you see such things, you can always DM me about it if you feel like it, because I appreciate the input, because I did not think about it at all. So I will think about it. Or like
I mean,
will-
when I look at your damage taken from it, I wouldn't think about it. It's just now that we're talking about the mechanic, I'm going to mention what
Yeah.
I'm doing, right?
yeah. No, yeah.
Because I'm not looking at every single replay of every fight.
No,
Like
no,
that
no,
is
of course not. Yeah, that would be fucking
CBA.
crazy. Oh yeah.
It's just when I go into Vibefest and I see green numbers, then or gray, I'm looking into what is the issue. And then I died to aggro issues that was unlocked.
Fuck, my add-on might have cleaned the log from yesterday. I don't know yet.
Look, it's all good if you don't have it. It's just if you had, that would make it easier for me, right?
But it shouldn't be too bad because it's just separated by fights. So you have the full Russian fight because you look at one fight only at a time anyway. So it's not too bad. I will try to get it maybe.
No, it's more when I use Vibefest, I can link a log,
Yeah.
and it just shows every pull in that log.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't have to go between 2 logs if I'm looking at Russian and not.
Yeah, okay.
Because Russian is one of the fights where we also are definitely struggling. We need to figure out how to make that cleaner, because that is a struggle to re-clear compared to everything else.
But I have all Russian and pulls in there.
Yeah, but again, what I'm saying is, it's easier for me if they're all in one. The fact that you have all makes it easier. The fact that I have to jump between 2. But if they were all just in one, it would be a lot easier, because then I wouldn't have to jump at all. I can just share my screen so I can showcase what I'm talking about.
Yeah, see?
So I have this, right? If I go to Ration and I only have his pulls.
Yeah.
So I need to go here and post your logs, search, and then go into that. I can't just go back and forth easy. And then I go in here and then I go into the other one.
Oh, so
I have to go back and forth like that.
Okay. So you're saying I don't have
That's
to
what
do
I mean.
Russian and pulls or what?
No. This one is Frankie's log.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Okay.
That doesn't have
5,
all of them. So if I want to
4,
look at Russian and I have
3,
all of it,
2,
then I have to go and find yours
1.
separately. And I have to do the trick where I go out here, I post your log, and then search. Then it loads that. Then when I'm done with that, I go into guild. Like, it would be a lot easier if I could just go here and I had everything.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah.
So if
2.
one person had the log
1.
of the whole raid, I would just
1.
see this and I had every single pull, right? That would be easier.
Yeah.
Again, it's not on you.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah. Doesn't matter to me.
I think for that not to be an issue, we would have to have one of our tanks lock the raid.
Yeah, I don't know why Frankie benches himself though. I don't know. I feel like the raid leader. I wouldn't mind being him exempt from that. I don't know.
It's also to showcase that like everyone rotates.
5,
We don't
4,
need to have
3,
the raid leader in on
2,
every single
1.
thing.
5, 4, 3.
And it also
2,
makes it easier for the vault,
1.
unless like
2.
right now in terms of vault, you have 2 tanks that are locked. You have 3/4 healers depending on the fights.
Yeah.
And then if Frankie was also always in, then you have what 7 people that are always locked.
Yeah.
And we have roster of what 26 now, 27. So fixing the vault, making sure everyone has 2 slots, and potentially giving people 4 slots once we get there, is a lot harder with 7 locked compared to 6.
Okay.
So just gives him freedom for the vault
Yeah.
rotation.
I understand. If I may though, then probably go out on Ulvax or something, and not something on the
Yeah,
fight
that's fair.
which we said semi-progress, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
That would make sense, I think, then. Because I understand the argument, right? But yeah.
5,
Yeah.
4, 3,
Oof.
2, 1.
Fucking tanks just surviving it, man. Oh, White's gonna get fucked by a gateway, I think. That's why that's in the VAR. Liz was also struggling yesterday. I was watching a stream on Ulgrax, and she forgot to buy the gateway item
Oh yeah.
on her shaman,
Mm-hmm.
so that was rough. That's also why. Did she die to the Devourer? I forget if she did. Yeah, she did.
But who would do such a thing? I certainly never forgot my mage to bite for 2 weeks straight or something. No.
Yeah.
Yesterday's raid. Yeah.
Wait, on the kill, we had shit going in. Am I looking at the why?
Which one?
Yeah, on the kill. What the fuck?
On which boss?
On Blood Horror, we had 8 ads go in at the end. The fuck? But yeah, that was such a shit show. And then both of us missing our fucking Spy Master window. Because the previous poll was so much longer.
Yeah. Was it on Blood? Yeah, Bloodborne. Yeah. That, and then also.
Yeah, there's a 30-second difference
and
between the two, and the other one was like close to kill.
And I pressed my fucking touch of the matcher like 3 seconds late at some point, which delayed my search for 3 seconds, and I couldn't search on CD, and I had to delay for 30 seconds, and I didn't get a 5th one in. I was so sad on this touch is so unforgiving. If you like miss it for 3 seconds, it can be fuck you up so much. It's actually crazy.
Yeah. Second, we did a lot better with Rain of Arrows overall, though. There's not 2 deaths to it. But normally this list is like long. I even got hit twice. Oof.
Who got hit more than twice?
Quite a few.
Unluck.
We even had one Cosmic Simulacrum. I didn't even notice that.
Dude, I don't know mechanic names. What is that?
That's overlapping ghosts or charges. One of the two.
That is not good.
No, but last raid it was a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
The raid before this. How do we do overall?
Oh, fuck, this is taking forever.
Yeah, overall we also did pretty decent on arrow. I sucked at arrows yesterday.
Oh, can this thing please go? Holy moly.
But we are boosting fucking Callius locks, man.
Yeah.
Fucking just buffing mages in the burst window and she pops off. I'm like, oh, I'm doing so good. I'm like, oh wait, we have an orc in the raid. I don't know if I'm doing good.
I mean, we are
Also
certainly.
playing Mythic Plus build on Silken Court actually wasn't that bad. It was pretty decent.
I fucking popped off on Silken, but I also have to say I played it so fucking bad. I don't know. On Silken Court Heroic, the push timings are different all the time, and I don't know how to play this fucking fight.
Yeah. I just pop on cooldown and pray that it lines up.
Yeah, I tried.
Unless I see like, oh, we're gonna get a damage amp soon. Then it's like, okay, I'll hold for like a few seconds. The first charge, I'm like halfway through my touch when he gets the damage amp.
I wasn't in a sick run though, but this is what I have.
Oh.
Yeah. It is what it is.
That is your logger?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Encounters. Buffs.
But yeah, I tried disabling Plater entirely yesterday on Brood, and it didn't help my FPS that much, honestly.
Yeah, it's only like if you do the performance thing for parasites, I think it's fine, right?
Yeah. Like that alone helped me a lot, but Plater as a whole, compared to not having it, didn't change that much. I gave him like maybe 5 frames, and it made it so much harder to play. So I was like, yeah, that's not worth.
Yeah. Wait, I wanna see what timings I get Ebon Might. How well she optimized. I got it on pull, that makes sense. I get it 1.5 to. Wait, that doesn't work. Oh, okay, now I'm looking at all fights. Okay, that doesn't work. Kill. I get it 112 to. I get it at 112. That is smart. I get it at 240. That is smart. And this is odd though. Yeah, she ends it too early. Yeah. And I don't know how much of that is intentional, but she is doing pretty decent timings for me on Reshanen.
What, Kelly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I asked her about because the one heroic raid where she just like gave me almost perma. I was like, are you actually trying to optimize it a bit? Like it has a small chat with her. She was saying she doesn't go to rateable first level, all that kind of shit. I was like, yeah, no, we don't want that. I just want to hear if she was like lining up with cooldowns for certain classes and trying to play around that, and she is to some extent.
Yeah, I mean,
As long as like it's easy to pull off.
when I played Augur a bit, I think she does the same. It's like you have like a window of like you put 8 people in there or something like that, and then you have their cooldowns big, and then when their cooldowns come up in 5 seconds, oh, I will buff them now.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it. You have like your 4 priority guys, and if they have their cooldowns coming up, and then you maybe. But how does it work? Because in Dragonflight you could get 4 priestesses out, and then just Ebon Might all the time the same guys. Now you have to be close again, right?
I have no fucking clue how Orc works.
I need to find the Orc for Mythic Plus.
Like, a big part of her review was like, can you tell me how Orc works so I actually know what I'm looking at? Because pure performance-wise, she's doing good. Also mechanically and everything. Like, there's no issues at all.
Yep.
She even on sequence, she randomly rescued me to give me a shield for one of the mechanics. It's kind of weird when you like you start from nowhere, get gripped, and just like 2 feet, but it's like, oh,
Yeah.
thank you, I guess.
I mean, she means well. One time she almost killed me on Queen, but that's fine.
Yeah, but I'd say it's pretty rare that she fucks so much over with it.
No. That was a one-off. It just happens, right?
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was like, because she gripped me right before I wanted to blink, and it almost fucking killed me.
Yeah, I've had times where I blink and then I get gripped to the position I'm already in because she wanted to help me get further. It's like, oh, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's a special treatment for you because you're the loot officer, you know.
No, like I'm talking in dungeons.
Okay.
It's like if we're moving out to attack, she's like, oh, I'm gonna rescue the mage, and then I'm already there, and then she just moves
Yeah.
herself basically.
Yeah, there's no Shadow Priest currently. Probably the DK needs more help.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had the issue of I wanted to play with her.
I
but
kind of
she
want
didn't
to
stand.
start playing my Sheriff Priest again
Yeah.
a bit.
I mean, it's fine for Kiso.
Yeah, I mean, at the top Red IO, there's a few people that play Sheriff Priest, I think.
Mm.
Plus, they keep getting buffed.
Yeah, but that's like what, a 2% buff, 3% buff now? Pretty small.
No, they got a 6% buff, aura buff. Then they also got some individual for the hero talents, so the both hero talents are viable now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like to some extent what you prefer. Like if you're min-maxing, then of course there's one better than the other, but it pretty much you can pick whichever. And then there's like certain scenarios where one can help you out compared to the other kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like Archon, I think is still gonna stay the raid option because of all the passive healing you get on top.
Yeah.
But the other one can help fill certain burst windows because it turns into more of a 30-second cooldown class, which there aren't many of.
Yeah.
So it's a decent use to have.
It's funny that you gear your Shadow and I now gear my Druid again.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, I'm gearing the warrior first of all.
Yeah. I mean, it would be so fucking funny if Boom becomes meta for keys. And I actually could see that happening.
Yeah, Boomkin. Well,
Yeah.
Mage is, I'm pretty sure, is locked in with the current tuning. Because all three specs are viable. You get the Lost, you get the Massberry. They have so much utility and survivability. That's not even funny. And then it's Death Knight, Boomkin, Shadow, Rogue. Those are like the flex. Oh, Elemental as well. Are also popping off in the niche.
There is a 100% chance of Orc being in the meta though.
Yeah. Orc is stuck in there with the current tuning. Like they tried to prevent that kind of stuff with the death, but that just enforces Orc even harder. That's why I think they need to rework that death penalty affix. Do something else that like focus on time, but not deaths.
Yeah. I think.
Oh my god, this is a bad Hearthstone.
Did you Hearthstone to fucking
Val Dragon.
Yeah, that's
There's also like one of the top mages right now is a guy called Riley Mage.
yeah.
I was in a group with a guy called Riley Rude. There's a lot of Riley fans out there.
Okay. Really?
Apparently.
Bam! That's funny. Riley fans.
Where's the portal to?
It's in another
here.
room.
Okay.
It's fucking.
Yeah, it's in the basement. I just looked at every other portal before I found it. The one thing that's kind of funny to look at for the top keys right now is that it looks like the most flexible spot is the tank. That is rare.
That's just because it's raid tanking right now. Like you take every tank you get, and raid tanks are just geared, so your raid mains.
I mean, you say that, but Yoda is playing both warrior and prot. There's some guardians in there. People don't really play prot in raids. There's demon hunters in there. Like there's a bit of everything on the front page, except for what is a monk is missing. What's the Death Knight? Monk and Death Knight are the only two missing, I think. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think this is just complete bait right now, and it's literally only raid.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna change. There's gonna be like a meta class, but it's just when you look at the overall and like the most flexible spot with the key levels they're doing right now is the tanks, but that is rare. Like healers locked into Resto Shaman all the way through. And then DPSs are just there's a mage, there's an orc, and then mainly Death Knights, and then there's a few flex, but not as flex as tank.
But I think that's gonna be pretty cool because I think that there might actually be some variety in terms of what DPS they can bring with the orc, and it's not only gonna be mage and DK.
No, I just think mage is locked in. Mage and orc because the utility they bring.
I guess the 3% healing is just still too good.
Yeah, 3% int on top of mass barrier and their own survival kit. Like there's certain mechanics where you can just ignore the mage and focus on everyone else.
Yeah, the like
We can cheese mechanic with Invis. They have so many things they can do.
And then also fucking like when we push keys, I will go back to dwarf probably. Because I didn't think I wanted to push keys, but Liz said that she's gonna push and they need a Magus. So I'm gonna play Magus or Boomy, I guess. But we don't have an orc. Unlucky.
Yeah. Now we joined Kelly.
I know. I'm sad. I know. Just have to poach her, I guess.
No.
I just sneak in your group when Numon doesn't want to play anymore on my Boomy.
I mean, I would prefer to some extent having more than just a 5-man group in terms of like availability.
It sucks. It sucks.
But having more than 5 also makes it sometimes really awkward, because especially if you're 2 people filling the same role.
Yeah, nah, it sucks because we had that with Tiger last season, and I don't fucking know. I just don't want to play with Tiger. His mic is I just can't I couldn't bring it over my heart to tell like dude, we're not playing with you anymore, but I just did everything to dodge him because
Yeah, no, it's bad if you're blaming the mic for why you don't want to play, then it has to be a really bad mic.
I mean, his mic is fucking really bad. Like he just doesn't see, like I don't understand him. He talks with like I don't know fucking 5 hertz frequency or something. Like only fucking dogs can hear him or whatever.
Do you know if he's a laptop gamer as well?
I don't fucking know. But he just I just couldn't. He got really mad with me as well. I don't know what you want me to do. Like there are 5 spots and Tropics just invited him to the group. It's like he's part of it now. And it's like, dude, did you make it clear to him?
Oh yeah, that
he's
makes
filling,
it really weird.
that he is filling because he's not taking yellow spot. I mean, he can. We need you 100%. I don't want to be out, and he cannot heal and tank. So,
yeah.
Like he can fill, sure. I mean, I don't have a problem with him filling when I can't or you can't or I don't know, fucking yellow can't. That's okay, but not as one of the main 5 guys. Also, fucking DH sucked. Like once you got to 27s, they're dead all the time because you just don't. You don't have the frequency of death cities. Simple as that. You need a blur every 30 seconds, you have it every 1 minute, you just die. Like, die all the time. Actually, you need an orc to babysit you to live in Season 3. Because they're just bosses that scream every 30 seconds, and if you don't have a 30% DR every 30 seconds, you're dead. I don't understand that design idea. Like, this entire design idea is still inherently flawed, and Blizzard did not do anything to address the issue. Like that this game design with how the game operates doesn't work and will never work. Like high key pushing will always have the same issue until they finally acknowledge that HP and the damage scales differently in the game. And you just cannot.
Yeah, but I think they want to, without making the public have a cap of how high you push.
No, I'm not telling you to make a cap of how high you can push, but make the cap more about damage, or at least equally about damage and survivability, and not just about live and you time the key. Because that's not, because then you, because
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying that they need to find a bit of fix for the affix that like makes you even more punished when you die. It
But-
should be something else that like wants you to pump damage instead. That damage becomes a bigger factor. But I think one of the reasons they might not go for that is because of POC world, where like in a POC, if you can just survive the key, you can time it, compared to if you don't have enough damage, then you're depleting. That makes it more toxic in POC environment. Look at this priest getting geared so quick, dude. Oh wait, I can do the follow thing and get an offhand. Holy shit, there's a kicker.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1.
But yeah, I'm not like super invested in pushing, but it gives me something to do because I feel like you cap so quick on the weekly stuff.
yeah, I mean, my mage is done. My mage doesn't need anything.
Yeah, already filled your vault as well.
No, I didn't. But
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say.
yeah, but this is
But that comes with pushing, like you just do that while pushing.
not even that. Like I just do.
Or
it at
helping
some
out
point.
guildies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like I have 4 keys now, and at some point someone will invite me, and then I will do 4 keys. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's some in the guild that are saying they struggle to get into guild groups, and I'm just out here like, oh, I always just get poked if I want to join by different people. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean that, but that's just yeah. Like that yeah. I mean that is just that some people are mythic pluses and some are not that much, and then you obviously ask the
Yeah.
mythic pluses because just gives you an easier time. 2, 4, 1, 3, blue. Okay. Just gives you easier time. But I don't think it's. I think it has gotten better. Like right now.
Yeah.
I would probably ask everyone to join, and I wouldn't mind anyone joining. Wasn't the case in season 3. Season 3 was worse. in
Yeah.
that regard.
And I also feel like a decent amount of the new people are also pretty engaged in
Yeah, I don't know.
doing stuff outside of just raiding.
I don't know how that worked out, but there are some gamers. Yeah, there are some
Yeah.
gamers, and I still find it so funny that still no decent mage applied in all the time. It's just like warlocks and mages are the bane
Yep.
of guilds,
Oh
Ah.
fuck! No, no.
and I don't know why. Like actually crazy.
Oh yeah, I fucked up on my like when I did the whole weaker stuff. I deleted my priest rewards entirely somehow.
Keck.
I got TP'd. What the fuck is this? I'm stunned? There's no way. Oh, I'm alive. Oh, so I'm just trapped here for 5 minutes? What the fuck is this? Oh, I can click it. Never mind. I'm stupid. There we go.
5, 4,
I got an
3,
achievement even.
2, 1.
Ah, fuck. I
5,
play.
4, 3, 2, 1.
1.
Dude, giving you feedback, I also told both Liz and Brinket like that it felt kind of weird and pointless. Because like we're talking so much about individual things constantly. It's like just, oh, we kind of already talked about all of these things. I'm just going to tell you again.
No,
That's
it's
kind of
fine.
how
I
I felt.
mean,
That.
yeah, it should be. That's how it should be, right? I mean, no exceptions.
Yeah. Dude, not having an insanity bar? What the fuck is this?
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
I have nothing tracked.
5, 4, 3.
And I really
2,
liked the setup that I made
1.
on my priest. And
2.
most of it was home brewed. Unlock.
Bam!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, people are running into
5,
this soak. This is
4,
10 people
3,
will die. Great.
2, 1.
1.
Bam! Like when I'm starting at zero stacks of before and I go into Arcane
5,
Soul,
4, 3, 2,
I rarely
1.
get to
2.
actually why is the tank moving? Holy fuck. I rarely get actual missiles in there. Like I do maybe one missiles in the beginning, but I can do not a second one. Is that the same for you? Because I feel like other mages are getting more like you if you just go into dry into Arcane Soul, I guess you just yeah. Know what
I would say on average, I don't go dry in. I usually have 1 or 2 clear casts before going in. So I spend one, so I go into Arcane Soul with 2 nether
4,
positions going.
3, 2,
And then I can get another,
1.
so it's like 4 barrages that are all nether positioned. But if I go in dry, yeah, I only get 1 missile in and then 2 nether
how
positions
does
used.
that happen?
When you're done with your touch
Yeah.
window, you just don't spin a clear cast until you're just about to enter.
But why? What does that help you? Is that really a benefit?
I don't know if it's necessarily worth.
Because to me it feels like you are essentially holding arcane like clear casting and essentially giving you less nether precisions in search, right? Less buffed.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm holding my clear cast.
Okay.
But if I have more than one, then I might try and game around that window, still having the precision in my search.
Because I usually aggressively spend my clear casting with your search. Like as soon as another position is down, I will spend clear casting.
Yeah, the main thing for me is when I go into Arcane Soul, if possible, I want to avoid capping clear cast.
Yeah, no, but I guess that is also something because the issue is, no, I think I know. Like you probably should go in with one stack, because if you go in with one stack, it usually works out that you barrage, missiles, barrage. Because what happens now is I barrage, and then I'm capped, but it's my last GCD, so I need barrage again.
Yeah.
That's probably wrong. You probably yeah. Okay, I see. Yes.
How much haste do you have?
Fucking shitload. 1 sec. I am a magician with 32% haste, 16k.
Okay, shouldn't you be able to barrage, missile, barrage at that point?
Bam!
Assuming that you have a full Arcane Soul.
It's 4.5, right?
Yeah, and 5 cast with the global reduction as well. Shouldn't you be able to get that off? I could be wrong.
That depends on how you enter it, right? Because if you just
yeah, but assuming that you go in like without anything, that you just want to do double rush, missile, barrage.
Although for me it's like that like sometimes I need to just start a fucking arcane blast like half a second before it goes off, and then right, because you don't have downtime.
Oh yeah, if you're like midcast.
Yeah, that
No, but
happens.
if you go in like on the global, you should be able to get that off, right?
Yeah, but that is
Okay.
that happens rarely for me. Maybe I'm on global late often, but I don't know. Like I feel like quite like if as soon as there's a little bit of a cast left, as the Arcane Soul window happens, it's only 4 GCDs that I get, I think.
That actually that might be something that I'm doing unconsciously, or without considering, in terms of the whole using a missile before going into my Arcane Soul. It might be I'm just like, oh, I don't want to be in the middle of a cast going into it. I want to get like the full window. So I'd rather use like a short global compared to a Arcane Blast cast. That's not going to be affected by search anyways.
But what can you what short cast do you mean, like you barrier?
So if I'm like I've done my touch window and I'm just Arcane Blasting, and then I might do a missile and then Arcane Blast. If I then still have a missile, I might just send that instead of a final Arcane Blast that would not be in the search, but would overlap with the Arcane Soul window. Then an Arcane Missile, it's a shorter cast, so I would get the full Arcane Soul window for that, like barrage, missile, barrage. I would have to play and like think about it when I'm doing it, but that could be a thing that I'm doing without thinking too much about it. That it just like happens.
But isn't Arcane Blast in the GCD? Like at 4 Arcane Charges, Arcane Blast cast at the GCD, or? Yeah, it has to, because else you couldn't chatter.
Yeah.
So it's the same. It doesn't matter if you cast Blast or missiles. Because as soon as you start casting missiles...
it depends on when you start the Arcane Blast cast, because that is longer than a missile global. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference in those two.
Madame? Wait, I need to see that now.
I'm assuming your Arcane Blast takes longer to finish a cast than a global.
My global with 32% haste should be around 1.1.
And your Arcane Blast
It's
is how fast?
It's the same. It's like Arcane Blast base duration without haste, and for Arcane Charges is 1.5 seconds, which is the global cooldown.
Oh, okay. I could be wrong then.
I'm
I
pretty.
don't know.
I don't. Fuck do this. ICBA. That is such minute things. I don't know. I just press my fucking barrage when it goes up. So
Yeah.
But pushing will be nice. Pushing also makes you learn your spec much better.
Yeah.
That is, I'm curious if you are actually. I don't know.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Oh fuck! Respec. How do you think? Do you think we're gonna play late Rinkado next patch with them buffing it?
In what raid or in dungeons?
Dungeons.
I don't think so. It really depends on what we give up for it.
Yeah, I just fuck. It would be so big. It would be so nice because then you finally have something more like your actual filler still cleaves somehow, because right now your filler doesn't really cleave. Like if you're out of an Arcane Orb and you just cast 3 blasts in a row, it feels just so bad if there are 15 mobs up. It is. I don't know. This whole Arcane AoE thing just feels weird. Like I still haven't fully understood why it even does damage.
Oh, that might be going from a druid to a mage thing, because as a shadow priest, it's fine. I'm used to just tunneling one target.
Yeah, but Shadow Priest.
Now it just doesn't leave the way I'm used to.
Yeah, but Shadow. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. It's not like hitting one mob. No problem. I would still Blade Drinker still hit one mob. It just cleaves all the time. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but I don't have any issue with that necessarily.
Nah, I want. Can't I have Arcane Fall or something? Maybe the Boomy Dream is still alive. We will see. We will see. But I don't know. I could also see that Boom is just too fucking squishy.
Yep.
And it gets annoying again. And you're fucking in bears 25 times each key or 40 times each key, and then you also like fucking don't do boss damage, and the key, maybe you do more overall than a mage, but you still make the key go slower because you don't fucking one or two phase the first boss in Mist, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, like the main issue is that you drop a lot of single target bringing Pumpkin.
Yeah.
And you have both Fortified and Triangle every week.
I don't think you can afford that.
It all depends.
That's where like Frost is just
Also,
insane. 'cause
who
it
would
does
you be
everything.
dropping?
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
it would be Frost. Death Knight.
yeah, the Boomy,
Like the
Boomy is
based on at least what the meta looks like it's going to be mage orcs locked in. And
Yeah.
then the last one is flex.
Oh, fuck.
Or pseudo flex.
Then I need to go dwarf again. Ugh. Yeah,
It could change, but at least based on current, how
5,
what the
4,
serbs looking like
3,
overall,
2,
those two are
1.
like the main factor in almost every key.
Yeah.
I think there's like on the front page, there's 2 keys without mage orc.
Yeah, Mass Barrier and Zephyr is just like, I really think that the things alone, right, wouldn't even be that bad. like mage or orc, if only one of these classes existed, it wouldn't be that bad. But the compounding of mage and orc with the coverage it gives to AoE shit, it's just so fucking good. And especially
Yeah.
Arcane Mage, because the 25% YAR in the group is just, I don't know who thought that this is a good idea.
I'd be really curious to see what the meta would look like, regardless of healer, because the healer balancing is just gash right now. But I'd be really curious to see what the DPS meta would look like if Org didn't exist and mages didn't have any of their like utility toolkit.
When you say any, how to what
Like
extent? how
any
far
of their
is done with that?
survivability shit that they've ever brought for themselves or for the group.
So you mean that they're just paper and die and everything?
Not necessarily like paper and die, but just more on par with like, I don't know, Hunter or some shit, you know? Like not
Five,
like Turtle or anything, but
four,
just, you know,
three,
bog standard
two,
like defensive shit.
1.
You would play Double Frost DK.
The thing is, I don't know what the standard is at this point because there's such a big gap. So it's kind of hard to be clear on what.
Just like
That
a
would be and what
normal, like, I don't know.
Yeah, but then you just bring the next class that is more tanky.
I really think
So
that
you need, like, first of all, you would need to just remove all defensive. Then you just look at damage. Because there's always going to be one that better surviving and can do damage.
But that's what, but what you say, then you just bring the next one that is more tanky. But what would that be? Because the reason mages brought isn't just because they are like, it's because they're like so superiorly tanky in and of themselves, but also because they bring the group wide element. Other people, and same for Org, that's why I said like delete Org as well. It's no one else really has that group wide element and has such like within themselves like ridiculousness as well.
With
That's why I
how
say it'd be
AoE
interesting to see
Yeah.
like without either of those what it would
I
look
would say
like.
with how AoE stops are right now, Death Knight would, I think, be one of the top contenders because they have AMZ. They have their personal,
Which is why they're already in there.
yeah, AMS, where they can
Mhm.
completely cheat mechanics on top of just not take damage in that window.
Mhm.
They can make that extend to other party members, not cheating mechanics, but the survivability of it is
5,
still pretty strong.
4,
Mhm.
3,
And their
2,
damage profile is
1.
bonkers right now.
Yeah.
Rogue would be another one because if they are active with Feint, especially in the 0.5 patch, they have really high survivability because they have a 40% DR and a 15-second cooldown on any AoE mechanic.
Yeah.
They
they're
can
basically next
also
in line.
cheese mechanics and completely immune. So they would be up there. And Warlocks are also beefy as fuck and bring decent utility on top. So I would say those three are probably up there.
Surprisingly, now this right now, the Asians are like kind of dominating the leaderboard right now. I wish there was a way to make a unique filter because I hate when you see the same team. It kind of skews the data too much. So I'd love to like have a drop down where you know how you can do all mythic levels, tank DPS. Da, da, da. I wish there was a way to be like unique teams only, so it like filtered out.
Unique comp.
But actually, Shaman DPS is heavily in there at the minute.
Yeah, but I do
after
think
Rogue.
they are gonna fall off once survivability kicks in even more than it does now.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, because the especially like enhancement on its own, like you got your bulwark totem, right? Yeah, but that's like what,
It's
20% shield or something.
Guess there are some. It's mostly elemental actually.
Nah.
Yeah, elementals are the pumping ones.
I
Yeah.
really believe that you would either play Frost DK Boomy or you would play fucking double Frost Death Knight because Frost Death Knight cannot die.
Yeah, like you would just
Yeah,
bring
like
another Death Knight. I think
There's
Rogue above
not-
Boomy, once you go into high keys in terms of survivability, if you remove Orc and Mage,
It's hard to
'Cause
say because of point
then you only
5, but
rely on yourself.
right now there's not as many. I'd say boomies are outside of like the bug kind of bug standard, which is the Mage Org DK. I'd say boomies after that setup are maybe like third in line because right now, looking at these colors, it's actually rogue and elemental. Then I'd say boomy as like the other options.
The thing, I guess it depends on the single target profiles. Like if you have a Frost Decay, I think a Boomy would work not so bad with a Frost Decay because Frost Decay has really good like single target shit. I don't think, like I also almost find it a bit odd that you would play Frost Decay and Mage because both has such good single target, and you almost overkill the prior mobs. Like when I played with Morose, like 11s or something, the prior mob was like dead when other mobs were at fucking 40% or some shit. Like it's actually crazy how much you pump one mob.
Yeah.
And in that regard, I think
But
Boomy would work
the
really well.
key scale so quick right now. So once you go into 13, that's not going to be the case.
There's also, I mean, there are obviously probably a fair variety of Frost Mages, but there are also Arcane Mages and some Fire Mages in the mix here. It's not all Frost Mages entirely.
No, I think Arcane is better in high keys.
I mean, there's a mix. Like I'm looking at literally. Oh, let me go to the very first.
Okay, I think it's dungeon
Yeah,
dependent.
there's the Frost Mage in the first two, but the third top key is an Arcane Mage.
Yeah, like
Riley Mage is playing like a mixture of Frost and Arcane depending on the key. So.
Yes. It's definitely. I think it's definitely a key specific thing. But if you look in
And
one, I think
Crims as
Arcane
well.
wins just because of the boss damage you do.